we sit on it, when I notice that I have backache when I sit on it. So one day I told Mrs. Ololufe that we're going to get rid of all the sofas. And I thought, let's go look for a new one. And then when we're bringing that in, then we can get rid of this one. We're discussing it. And one day I said, no, let's remove these ones so that there will be room for the new ones when they come, so that we are making room for what we're expecting. Whether the new one is arriving soon, they're arriving in 1 week or 2 weeks is irrelevant. We are making room for what we want. And that's the mindset I want us to have with respect to the theme that Daddy declared for this year, to what God is telling us from Isaiah, that I will do a new thing. It's time to create room for new things. Create room for new things, especially in our minds. The reason is because when we go through routines, habits, repetitions from day to day, week to week, month to month, we earn the same paycheck, $1,353.93 for 1 month, for 1 year, for 2 years. It restricts us. It restricts our thinking. It restricts our budget. The day Mrs. Ololufe spends more than $300 on grocery, sometimes the blood pressure will slightly go up because maybe out of our house rent or out of the mortgage, she has used out of it. You understand what I mean? Routines, habits, things that are repeated for a long time keeps us in an enclosure. It doesn't allow us to think, to break out of the box. If God says, I'm going to take you to a $2 million house, it beats your imagination. He said, how shall those things be? Do you know how much I earn? Do you know how much my income is? So it's time to make room for the new. Imagine what God said. He said, I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Meaning that it's something that is going to be impossible for the human mind. But it's time for us to be open to Him and be receptive of what He's going to do. God, from what I've read in the scriptures and from His dealings with me in my own life, is an extraordinary God. He's a God that beats our expectations, beats our imaginations. Some years ago, I trusted God for a particular miracle. And it was very tough. It was going to be competitive. And the day it happened, I called my wife at home. I was at work when I saw the email that God had done the miracle. And God will do yours. The citizenship, the green card, the new house, the debt paid off. God will do it. The marriage, the twins, Sister Lorna, the twins coming. When God does it, they ate it and left the carcass there for us. Oh, what do you think that will make you do? You buy rat poison, rat gum, rats, whatever. So we consulted, they call it exterminator, or, all the people that will come and block all the holes, throw some things around. We called them in, they came, and then we bought some gums and, all of that. We found a way to deal with this, my situation. Do you know what we discovered? We caught some, but the activity continued. We now realize that all the measures we